Hi, I'm Dog. I've got a couple of foul ups here for you. We went to war with France and with Milan. Oh, it was a golden opportunity. France has as an ally Scotland, and Milan had an ally in one of the HRE miners, but broke that alliance, and Austria attacked them in order to get Zurich. And since Austria was already attacking Milan, they were the only backup that they were the only holdup preventing me from attacking Milan earlier for over 100 years. And So with them attacking Milan, I had a green light to go attack Milan. I had a province claim on Liguria, and so I went ahead and attacked Milan. Simultaneously, this happened just after the start of the war happened just after I declared war on France. However, as you can see, the state of France now is simply that the province of Picardy has been added to Burgundy. That was all. The rest of this is still sovereign France. They're not a vassal to me. See, they're not a vassal. And Milan, also not a vassal, allied with us, or not allied, but truce with us. And the only thing we got was Liguria. So, out of these two wars, oh, thank you. Colonialism. New decision, vassalize Bavaria. I'd love to. Claim Zagreb. Become papal controller. Well, Zagreb. Where is Zagreb at? Oh, lovely. That's just Austria. All we'd have to do is vassalize Austria. Or go to war with Austria and take a province, which is going to happen eventually. Bavaria. I'd love to vassalize Bavaria. I think they say, yeah, we can't vassalize them. They wouldn't entertain it. So, I think we're going to wait a little bit. Sometimes those missions change for whatever reason, so I'm just going to wait. So Dog, here's the big question. You had France on its knees. We did. We had France completely on its knees. We had a 77% war score and ticking. It was going up. And all you came out with was you gave one measly province to Picardy. Yep, that was it. Why? Because I'm dumb. You see, Diplo power here is 0. When you come to peace, negotiate peace with an enemy, to claim provinces, to break their treaties with another country, to have them return cores, to vassalize them, takes Diplo power. I don't have Diplo power because this integration of here's a pop-up, tariffs on grain. I have a choice of either the grain production in one of our colonies is coming to focus. You can either tax it, and the colony gets a plus 1% liberty desire, along with a plus 1% tariff value, which increases the value of the province, but it increases the chance that they will revolt and declare independence. The other option is you get either 10 administrative power, 10 diplo, or 10 military. And I've always been taking the 10 admin, diplo, or military because I want to hold on to my colonial possessions throughout the game if possible. We have another almost 80 years to go, 78 years to go in the game. The integration of Burgundy has been basically sucking up all of our diplo power each month. Um, I have learned when I get a pop-up to invest in new technology, I've learned to, if I'm at war, to be slow about that. Actually, I need to go ahead and take this, even though it's a it was a penalty because we were a little bit ahead in the tech. I had to go ahead and take it because we were approaching 999. I did some things earlier to use up some of that admin. I built some trade buildings to use up some of that admin power so it wouldn't go to waste. But earlier when we were at war, I didn't want to use it because I might have provinces I needed to core, and yeah, that kind of didn't happen except for the one. Bavaria already has a good core. I talked in my last video, I'll get back to France and Milan in a moment. I talked in my last video about Leinster and Munster, and I went ahead and cored those two provinces, and I decided just to keep them for now. I don't think I'll return them to Connacht. This really hurt. I mean, both of the France thing, I had enough war score to vassalize France in its entirety, which France has some large overseas possessions. Ooh, here. Why? Ooh, are we at war? We are, I forgot. Oh, wow. Crete? Wow. Connacht? Oh, my word. These guys are just... Yeah, thank you, guys. Wow. Well, what I wanted to come down here and focus on was this. The blue blob. This is part of France's colonial possessions, Cosmopolitan Brazil. And for whatever reason, this colony, I guess it's still being colonized by France, but it should join Cosmopolitan Brazil soon. And over here, over there, right here, Cosmopolitan Mexico. We basically carpet sieged, our allies carpet sieged, colonial allies carpet sieged all these. We don't even have to worry about this stuff because our colonial allies over here just kick butt, man. Well, so the integration, whoops, what's happening here? New Norway, do I have, okay, well here comes Florida. Florida's going to take them out, that's good. It doesn't show the sieges by my allies, it's weird. Is there a pop-up I'm missing? Don't see anything, okay. France. The other thing that was going on besides the annexation, oh my goodness, that's just going so slow. 10 years it'll be complete. That's like the snake that's trying to swallow the rabbit and realize he's not eating a rabbit, he's eating a kangaroo, man. The other thing that happened was I did a dumb. We have too many diplomatic relations. Not one too many, two too many. Why? Because A, remember I was talking about Crete? What is that going on in the Ionian Sea? I found, I came across Crete in a, they were having a weak moment, and I was like, oh, well, let's royal marriage them. Let's create an alliance. Got their, I mean, we suddenly, it happened within about 6 months. Their opinion of us bumped up, and we got to the, oh, lovely. Colony is, and this colony, oops, has coffee. Lovely. The autonomy is too high to earn us any money yet, though. Okay. Do we have another colony? We don't. Bleh. Bavaria. We'll take the Bavaria one for now. Take the capital and vassalize them. More goals to take the capital. Okay. We'll see. Let's, who do we want? go ahead. Looks like potential tax is better up there, so we'll go ahead and bring him here. It's better to get some picking. Oh no! Come here instead. We're going to go ahead and send another colonist here. Okay, this is now we're going to go here. Hopefully our guys can deal with it. Hopefully our guys can deal with this too. Mapuche nationalists. Okay, we got part of this is peace. Brunswick is prosecuting a war. That's who we're involved in war with, and I'm just sitting back and letting stuff happen at this point. So basically Brunswick cut Ruthenia out. They'll annul all treaties. Ruthenia will pay 36 ducats, and fine. And now they're just at war with Norway and the Hansa. I wonder if the airline Lufthansa, Luft means lift, I think. Lufthansa. Trade, lift, trade plane, I don't know. Hansa. So I think our allies have the war goal. Yes, the war goal is take Lauenburg, and it's taken up. We have no diplomats to send, but our own percentage of this war goal is much smaller, so I'm not going to try to piece out separately. What's our individual war score against the Hansa? 66. Maybe I should. Let's recall Syria, Pomerania. Good, that worked. That was good. So because we had 10 out of 8 diplo relations, so Crete became a vassal. Boom. Suddenly we had 9 out of 8 diplo relations. And in the peace out deal with France, we had no admin power at all to take any provinces, and no prospect of admin power for actually at the time it was like 15 years. And so I just had to opt for options that required no admin power. Ooh, dog gotta get to work. So that's why I only came out with one measly province in each, France and Milan. I could have vassalized France, man. It was my chance. Maybe we're ticking down here. We're less than 80 years to go, like I said. So, this might have been my only chance to. It's a golden opportunity to really take more. Could have easily taken Parma and Mantua. Could have easily taken enough provinces out of Milan that in the next war I could vassalize them, but had no diplo power. Earlier, not long before I went to war with France, I'd had a pop up about new technology, Diplotech. I'm behind in Diplotech, and so I went ahead and took that. After I waited and finally said, well, we're not going to go to war for a while, and I took it. And I said, even if we did go to war, we'll have another almost 300 Diplo in the bank. So I went ahead and finally took the Diplotech, and that 300 something in the bank that we had left over afterwards, it went fast. Oh great, this is not a good pop-up. Violence among leading families within a state is never far from the surface. Often this instability would boil over into open conflict. The result was less than a full-blown civil war, but could immensely disturb the stability of a state. Okay, lose Diplo power, I don't have it. Gain 25% local autonomy in Leinster. We'll probably have to go with that. 19 noble regiments rise up in revolt in Valencia. Plains. Oh, I can deal with that. I hate the role-playing aspect of that. The role-playing aspect, I'd settle the issue. But mechanically, I don't have the power to do it, so I'm gonna take that option, and we'll bring this stack of doom. Take care of it. That'll be an easy fix. Give us a little bit of military tradition. And do have a level 4? Yeah, level 4 fort in Valencia. I have built level 5 forts everywhere I'm close to the anywhere I'm kind of close to the front. But level 4 is kind of, to me, I mean, the only thing I need a level 5 fort for back here in Iberia itself is things like this. And you know, I mean, I've got the ducats easily got the ducats. They're called diplomat. What we're gonna do with that diplomat? My mind went blank. Okay, we can invest in a new military idea, a defensive idea. Good, we're almost to the point. Let's do that. Military, let's double check military tech. We're pretty close to. We'll get a new cavalry, a new infantry unit, combat width, and land morale. Ooh. I think I'm going to hold off and just go for the military tech when it's available. Although I love the idea, the tech will be more useful in short term. So even here, let's just walk through this. What if we pieced out with the Lufthansa here? Suggest demands. They concede defeat. Clear. Can we get more? We have 0 Diplo power, and as you can see, all these options require Diplo power. Man, this is a big lesson for me. Conserve that Diplo power. The real issue we have is our ruler, Francisco II. He has a Diplo power of 1. 60 years old. Our air is not that great, but +2 Diplo power would be so much nicer. We're maxed out. I'm paying the max for an advisor with the maximum Diplo power. Morale of navies. Have I got a better one? Occasionally I come down here and see if I've got one I like better. A trait that I like better. National tax modifier. No. Discipline. No. Yeah, that's an issue. So to grab a separate piece here, we have by ourselves a war score of 20 because of basically our colonial possessions are just kicking butt overseas. So we have war score to play with, but we have no Diplo power to play with. Let's see if we did that, for instance. You see, send demand is grayed out because we can't send the demand. Even though Hansa would agree with it, we can't send the demand because you do not have enough diplomatic power to enforce this peace. Now, we can force them to annul treaties with Norway because it takes no Diplo power. Concede defeat. We don't have enough war score for them to accept religion or transfer trade power, but they would concede defeat and annul all treaties with Norway. Now, that seems to be a pretty darn powerful thing. We'll also gain, how many ducats can we? This is the Hansa, and they're rich. Not that we don't need ducats, but you know, let's get whatever we can, right? They will annul treaties with Norway. Pay 904 ducats and concede defeat. Well, that's asking for anything basically includes conceding defeat. So that's weak, man. We'll just wait. We'll wait and see what our see what the war leader Brunswick does. We might get out of here in a better deal. Crete, look at Crete go, man. Oh, man, I love having vassals. If I do this again anytime soon, I think I'll do it without annexing. But here's where annexing helps a lot. Those diplo relations. When you annex, you lose a diplo relation. You can see here we have a royal marriage with Sweden. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. When that marriage comes to an end, I won't renew it. And Scotland also, we have a royal marriage. We had alliances with both, and I had hopes that we could become best friends, but in both cases, it's not going to amount to anything. They're both too big to vassalize. And France receiving trade power deal, that will vanish eventually. I don't know how long the treaty lasts. And I don't know how much it's even worth. We're only getting plus 24 trade, and that's really not much more than I was already getting. So, yeah. Norway, man, we're kicking the butt out of Norway. Kicking the butt out of Norway, man. Alright, well, I need to go ahead and get ready for work and get Jimmy my dog Jimmy Sue has got a big treat today. I've been crock-potting some chicken quarters, and she's eaten all the quarters, and she'll get to what's left in the crock pot, all the juice. And what I will do is basically put her dog food in the crock pot and let it soak in the gravy. Kind of dangerous to do. You don't want to do it as her last meal because she'd have an accident on the floor from all the grease, but it's okay to do it first thing in the morning. She's got plenty of time to be outside. Take care of her business outside. Scotland lacks a decent claim. The two possible vassal candidates are Denmark and Holstein at the moment. But they both will be problematic. And I can't do anything to make them much higher in diplo relation until I get rid of some of these other connections. Yeah, both are willing to accept vassalization. Okay, stopped improving relations with the USA. Come on back. So I got all these diplomats. I'm getting to a point in the game where I got all these diplomats, and I'm don't really have a whole lot of use for most of them. I'll be back with another update soon, I trust. The peril of integrating a giant personal union like this, and while you have a diplomatically weak leader, and overextended in diplomatic relations. Derp, dog, derp.